I joined the Navy in 1985, and so I was on the USS Midway, which is now a museum in San Diego. I started long before I joined the Navy. In high school, I was a bass player and I played drums, but I fell in love with percussion because you could actually spice music. And so I was doing that during the disco years, started writing songs in the 90s. I met my wife a few years ago, and when I met her, I played her some of my music, and she said, "Why are you sitting on this?" So just for shits and giggles, we sent some of the songs because we were thinking, who would be the best person to sing the songs in my album? So we thought J.T. Taylor from Kool and the Gang. So my wife tracked him down. It turns out his wife is his manager. We sent her the songs, and the first thing she asked was, "What record company did you record these at?" So it told us we had something. There are a lot of musicians who play in road bands with major acts. There are people who've got all of these great songs. They may need to be remastered, but they've already done the legwork. We don't have to have a brick and mortar recording studio. The only thing that's stopping them from going out and trying to get a record deal is they're too old. The record companies are looking for the late teens to early 20s for their talent. So you've got all these people who are sitting around with great music and no place to send them to. Nobody's offering any veterans grants for music. We will give them a very artist-friendly contract. Well, it is tentatively named B Music. It's upbeat music. You go into a Walmart, you go and listen to the gas station music. What music are they playing? There is a need for music that doesn't have a political message. It's just about feeling good. There's no lecturing, there's no sanctimony. It's just something that makes you feel good. So out of just persistence, I saw Warrior Rising, and so I reached out to them and enrolled in the Warrior Academy, went through the whole process. They didn't throw people at you who said, "This is what you gotta do this, do this," and people who were very rigid. My mentor, who it turns out in the early 2000s, ran a record label. And so he was the one who helped me put together my business plan. He and I sort of explored this together. It was great that he had a background in the music business, so he knew the problems that you're going to face along the way, which I sort of guesstimated. And we went back and forth with ideas. And it was a very nice relationship. It wasn't, again, do this, you gotta do this, do this, do this. And we worked it out together. It was extremely instrumental, and it gave me and my wife a lot of hope that we can actually get this thing off the ground. The difference between before I met up with Warrior Rising and now is I didn't really have the discipline as far as how to put together a business plan. I mean, I'm an artist, and my main goal is the creative end. The business end, which is something I know I need to work with, through them provided me the structure to be able to put together and envision the business as a business instead of just a concept. And that was extremely important. And my mentor was patient. He didn't try to railroad me with things that I had to do, but things that we worked on together. Without that, that was invaluable. I would absolutely recommend Warrior Rising to any young veteran or old veteran entrepreneur who wants to get a start, because I know also from experience that there are a lot of quote-unquote veteran entrepreneur nonprofits that don't do squat. They get your intake so they can let their people know, oh, we've got all these different people signed up, but do they help? Do they actually perform? No. Warrior Rising came through from the very beginning, and I never lost hope from the very time that I found the website, logged in, created an account, signed up for the Warrior Academy. I did everything that they asked because there was no time for any pushback. These people apparently knew what they were doing, and they came through 100%. And I would recommend them 100% to anybody I knew who was a veteran who wanted to start a business.